big. He's going to bring the ruckus or something, and I'm going to lose my mind, and I'm actually going to start punching.
Windmill, you're
head.
a full windmill, hardcore windmill, and all these mutants.
Full. I'm going to lose my mind. I turn around the whore and say, "Have to get the fuck out of here right away." Straight off the bat, left, and I was sickened. And I know 2 other people who went to the second night and the third night, and they came back to me saying the exact same thing. Like Jizz himself was great. Do you know what I mean? He's one of the greatest MCs of all time best. But the people there ruined it. Yeah. And it just reinforced the thing that I got when I went to see Ice-T, who was my favourite hip-hop artist of all time, where I was just surrounded. And I felt alienated, because I'm looking and I'm going, the sheer volume of honkies here, fucking
absolute crackers.
Just disgusts me.
Big ghosts.
For real.
Just ghost honky
Casper-headed
crackers.
cunts everywhere. I was fucking disgusted with myself for being in this crowd. I wanted to put a ballier on me and just like, I'm not with these cunts.
Did they have the loose wife beaters and the cap pulled to the side, the big giant caps?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And they're all rolling big 6-skinners and like, Ice-T rolling. Ice-T didn't even drink, lad.
And they're all coked off their bin.
Yeah.
Stupid drug.
It was the worst. Anyway, Lil' Kim, little fact about Lil' Kim before we finish up is that
I'm glad we went into that. We had to.
She wrote the entrance music for WWE wrestler Trish Stratus.
Nice.
That's all I can tell you.
She's great.
Who's your next one?
My next one is Yo Majesty Club Action from the album Futuristically Speaking, Never Be Afraid. That's a great title.
This is super.
This is so fucking good song.
Fuck that shit.
Oh my god.
Fucking outrageous.
This is a really weird type of music that these 3 girls, mostly 2 of them, because 3 of them can't be in the same, as I learned on the stage, really together anymore. Your Majesty is an American hip-hop group from Tampa, Florida. Mad place, I'd say.
Florida's batshit.
Absolutely mad place. There's 3 members. The singer, the person who does most of the singing is Jewel B, and the 2 rappers, Shunda K and Shauna B. They are you're never going to get this, a proud lesbian Christian crunk electro hybrid.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Dana.
This is the most random band. That's why I had to put them on. And Club Action is the Club Action. Get your ass on the floor. Get your ass on the... It's such... Instantly, that song punches you in the side of the head. And goes,
kick your elbows down the stairs, fucking music.
Every bit of this song is incredible. So, somehow, this is 3 girls from Tampa, Florida, being produced by an electro group from Milton Keynes called Hard Feelings.
Fuck off.
Swear to God, it's
fuck.
You won't get this madness again. Something happened with this collaboration that these 2 lads from Hard Feelings, 2 very, very nerdy looking dudes, but they're really, really good musicians, really good producers from Milton Keynes. And this music is just so much fun. They only have 1 album, and there's a couple of songs produced by other people. One of them is Basement Jaxx on this album. Futuristically Speaking, Never Be Afraid from 2009 is just such a random album that you need to just listen to how crazy this is. So these 2 lads, I couldn't figure out how these found each other. Even though I watched there's a documentary called Das Was Up. It's on YouTube now, and it's about their tour that went bad, basically. So check that out on YouTube. Das Was Up. Just type in Das Was Up.
Yeah.
Yo Majesty. So, Jesus Christ.
This to me sounds like New Orleans bounce.
There's a bit of bouncing, actually, absolutely, yeah. Like, but did you hear like the beep beep beep, and car beep beep noises coming into it?
Fucked up.
The whole thing is so.
I'll say this, right? I'll never, ever, ever in my entire life shy on fucking hip hop producers from the UK.
No,
they are fucking outrageous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that whole, like, if you remember, I go back to even like Mark B and Blade and all. Yeah, the production stuff is fucking incredible.
There's like touches of grime on it. There's touches of garage, and this. A lot of people have name checked punk in this music, which is crazy. These could be the punkiest lesbian Christian rap crunk electro rappers.
It's fucking wild. Like, it's wild. What year was this?
2008.
Okay, alright, that fits, yeah.
And their gigs were apparently just off the chain. They're all tops off.
For real?
Full tops off.
Full tops off.
Nuts, drinking Hennessy on stage. Passing out Hennessy. They have a big thing where they go, anyone here not got a lot of money on them tonight, you came to the gig, you paid for, come up for us and have a shot with us, we'll give you a shot, we'll give you some drink. Yeah. So they did a tour of England that is sort of documented in this documentary. That's What's Up. So only two of them could come over because they had a bit of an incident on the plane. But one of the girls who went home as soon as the plane did a emergency landing. There's not a huge amount of documentary as what happened, but they apparently were the ones that caused the emergency landing on the plane. Yeah, there was a bit of a ruckus on the plane
with the girls or between with other people.
No, with the girls and other people.
Oh, wow.
And they wouldn't really go into too much about it, and I really wanted to find out more about what it was, but all it was a girl going, listen, I just got off the plane, took a cigarette, took a flight back to Tampa, and let the girls go off and do a gig. So the whole documentary is in a van with the lads from Hard Feelings trying to stop them, the other two, killing each other.
Wow.
Killing each other. Because everything they would do is, halfway through there's a part of the documentary where they are 4 hours in the van to the gig, to the hotel, to the sound check, to the gig, back again, repeat it over and over again, will drive you physically mentally insane, physically drained.
I know that from experience.
Yeah. I actually thought of you when I thought about this, how hard that would be to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. If you are two girls from Tampa thrown into an
England.
environment, a random environment, So they eventually started to do interviews separately. They couldn't do interviews together anymore.
Yeah. That wasn't even all of them,
No, the other one gone home.
Just, I'm out. Peace out,
gone home. She comes back into the documentary later, and it's absolutely brilliant.
I'm into this.
It's not the most. It's one of the not the best produced documentary I've ever seen. Keep those ones you have to keep turning the volume up because they keep cutting the different cameras.
Yeah,
you can't hear. So
from Samsung, the phone, the fucking
They not only stopped doing interviews together. The two lads, while on tour in the hotel rooms, would pull the mattresses up off the beds and create little studios in the room, but they refused to wrap together. So there'd be two rooms, her room and the other girl's room, and the other two guys would split off and have to record their bits separately.
That reminds me of that Hulk Hogan movie, Suburban Commando.
Oh, remember that?
Do you remember that where they were in the bed and you had to get a lump of twine and draw it down the middle of the bed, and this is my side of the bed, don't touch my side of the bed.
Well, these are two. They got two different rooms, and if you look at the documentary, they are just. They get back onto the tour bus together, or the tour van or whatever like that, and they start going at it. And they have to speed up the argument. They have an argument that lasts 4 hours on the bus all the way down, and you see they speeding it up, and the two English guys jumping and go, girls, please, come on, we've got a really big gig coming up as well. Yeah. Your Majesty are one of the most weirdest ideas of supreme talent not being able to bottle it and sell it properly.
Yeah.
So
I'm looking at them here online.
They're nuts, man. They're so talented. They're absolutely so talented. I can't remember where I heard this Club Action song, but I remember
I never heard it till you put on the.
I remember putting it on my
though.
phone and just going, "This is one of the best rap songs I've ever heard."
Yeah.
And it's all about just being in the club, having a good time, and people stepping on your new runners, and how people need to get out of your fucking face when you're having a good time.
What's the album called? Futuristically Speaking, Never Be Afraid.
Never Be Afraid.
Yeah.
And it sounds honestly like something like that guy that you like. Les Rhymes Digital.
Les Rhymes Digitalis, yeah.
Mixed with Tampa Crunk.
Yeah.
It's so bizarre. It's absolutely so bizarre. So this poor lad, I think his name is James from Hard Feelings, in the documentary was trying to hold this whole thing together, stop them killing each other.
He probably financed some of it as well.
He financed all of it and lost his bollocks.
Full lost his bollocks on it.
Lost his bollocks. Towards the end of the show, they were just pulling people up out of the crowd, dancing with them. And they were like, there was lads trying to play guitar behind them.
Yeah, they have. I've seen photos there, guitars on stage and all.
Guitars, and there was people just jumping all over their gear and all. They were like, "Oh, this is not
just a disaster.
This is not happening." So
they got through. The girls gone wild.
They got through the tour anyway. When they got to Paris, weirdly, they became best mates again.
Really,
and then broke apart again.
Ugh.
They just couldn't. If you look at the documentary, they just can't look at the overall picture of how big they were going to be with two not random, because Hard Feelings UK are two sort of, they did a load of little gigs around themselves like that, whatever like that, but they were dropped by the label as soon as the show was over, or as soon as the tour was over, and like, we can't, and your man kind of dropped out. Now the initial girl that left joined up with, I think, Shauna Kay. See, Shauna Kay started doing this thing where she started selling her own merch mid-tour. That was what apparently was the catalyst of the fights. Selling your own with your own name, not Your Majesty, just her name on the t-shirt.
Grimness. That's like Ginger from the Wild Hearts. Remember all that shit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, murder.
That can create. You see, man, if you're on tour in face to face on a bus with people, you have to be on your best behaviour, or just say nothing.
Do you remember that story?
What is that story? So I remember
the Boyle Hearts,
Ginger and his own little
So Ginger is like the songwriter and singer in Boyle Hearts. Just kind of, they were Scottish, weren't they? Scottish kind of rock and roll, kind of punk rock and roll.
I never got them.
I don't understand them.
I don't understand. But I know people that like. There's people I know who are Wild Hearts are their favourite band.
Yeah, them
I
like
don't get
Backyard
that.
Babies and all. There's a particular
style of that rock and roll where you latch onto it and you become obsessed with it, and that's cool. But I never got it with Wild Hearts.
I'm with you. They're fine. I've seen
it's like the Turbo Young and stuff like that. You latch onto a band that we would go, really?
Turbo Negro have like 3 okay songs. It's more of a cult.
Exactly, it's some sort of a cult.
More of a cult. But yeah, apparently what Ginger was doing was that he was printing up his own Wild Hearts merch and selling it outside the gig afterwards and keeping all the money.
Right.
Not only that, he set up his own like eBay page and he was selling Wild Hearts merch on eBay and keeping all the money. He wasn't divvying it up amongst the band.
You see, that's just going to cause
always
shite. Now, the thing about it is, the lads said when they went on stage, it was all forgotten about. On the stage, they would be whipping the tops off, putting the mics out to the crowd, like big ditties, bouncing everywhere. Everyone having the best fucking time, even in England, stuff like that. And I was looking at the venues; these were literally Olympias.
Yeah, like
Vicar Street's Olympias, the whole way across.
1,000 plus anyway.
Yeah. Their favourite gig was Glasgow, apparently, because I think one of the girls, I think it was Shauna Kay, watched a documentary on Glasgow about how it's not treated the same way as the rest of Scotland, because they did Edinburgh as well, I think, like that. So that's when she came up with the whole idea of like, shit, this is closer to Tampa than I've found in Europe. It was Glasgow.
Yeah.
So that's when she came up with the idea of bringing a bottle of Hennessy out to the crowd and giving it to whoever. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
These guys, I honestly think, could have been absolutely huge, but they couldn't get on.
Yeah.
And the only time the three of them got back together since, they've had no album since. This is one and done. But they got back together for, I think it was De La Soul. One of the De La Soul lads had a birthday, and they got back together and did a gig, and apparently it was absolutely incredible. But they can't
be in the same room together.
Like, if you watch how they fight, they keep screaming for 4 hours straight at each other, and you can see the lads in the van. One of the guys pulled. There's 2 lads in this band, the English band Hard Feelings, that they're producing. One of them pulls the van over. The other guy is trying to hold everything together. The other goes, both of you need to shut the fuck up. And the girl's like, who the f...
They turn on him then.
On him. One of the girls picks up a fucking keyboard to try... your man's keyboard. In the van, while they're travelling down the fucking motorway, trying to smash it off your woman's head. This is all in the documentary. It's brilliant.
I'm going to watch that.
Their album, you won't see the likes of that album again. It's weird. Your man lost.
All of it.
Probably all of it. That's fucking Your Majesty.
Yeah, it's very good.
That song is so good.
That's probably my favourite thing on this playlist. Bar my last one.
All the choruses. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Say
fuck that shit. Say fuck that shit.
It's so fucking
But then the
good.
raps come in here like, these girls are
outrageous,
talented.
Yeah,
and you hear the girl, I think it's Jill, the one that can really sing like soulful style, is a phenomenal singer. But she's clearly mad trouble.
They're right, But the sounds of it, they're all batshit mad.
So that's Your Majesty. Is your next week?
I picked a slightly off kilter one. I picked the first female rapper that I had ever heard.
This is a good one actually. It's a really good example of. So this is clever.
I picked an artist. Kind of goes by 2 names. One is Grip. The other one is Gripster, and she featured on an Ice-T album. He's back again. Ice-T is back again. Featured on Home Invasion by Ice-T in 1993. Now, Home Invasion is a double LP.
Is this one of the ones that I know you say he's on and off? Is this the on?
Oh, this is amazing.
This is the best one, isn't it? Home Invasion is the best one.
Home Invasion and OG, the 2 of them are just perfect. This is where you're into kind of that 90s grim Ice-T stuff. So Home Invasion and OG are perfect. Both of them are double LPs. They're perfect. You'll find stuff in the catalogue that's very good as well, but nothing ever came close to OG or Home Invasion ever. OG came out around the time the first Body Count album was coming out, so there's a Body Count song on it. It was about maybe 6 months to a year before the first Body Count album came out, so they do this big introduction to Body Count in OG. I think I prefer OG personally, but Home Invasion might be slightly more
I know I've heard
Steady.
Home Invasion, and I do remember this song. And I will say about this song is initially it's cringy as fuck.
It's whatever.
Because of his intro.
Yeah.
But however,
It's 1993.
it's fucking cool what he did though.